I think I said something about born before technology. Some of us, we were born in a time where there was no technology. We had typewriters, which we used to type like this with two fingers. And then when I remember when I came out, we now had an electronic typewriter, which was also not very flexible like what we see today. So we didn't know much about technology. So I think it's something that I don't know. Can I say irritates me when I'm trying to help someone who is holding an iPad, and this person doesn't even know how to use the iPad. She or he doesn't even know what apps are on the iPad that she or he is using. And I really think for some of us who are from the other side, from the third world, as they call it, where we are not exposed to a lot of technology, that is one thing I would really like us to learn, how to be using technology. You have a laptop, of course. You have an iPhone 14. How much is it? £1,000, but you don't know the features of the phone. You can't use the phone. You can't send an email. You do not even know how to open your email. You cannot even go and do online banking safely. It's something that I really would appreciate for us to embark on that kind of training where one person can come and do that training specifically about technology, because it's one thing that we are left behind. In anything that we want to do, we talk about, oh, I want to do a business. We are lagging behind because of technology. We are actually bringing ourselves down, because this is why, especially when you look at our side, when we look at these COSs and whatever, they've been hit hard, people taking money from them because of one simple thing which they could do on their phone. And someone is getting there and telling them, I can be a go-between to a university or a job where you have to apply to Home Office. Can I go with my name and apply for someone who is in Zimbabwe? I can't. That person has got to go straight to the line, straight to the website and do that. But how do we are here. We are actually like those ones who we left behind so many years ago. Then they are not doing it anyway. I still find that as we get older, it becomes fun. I don't know whether it's only me. It becomes fun with me. When I want to do something, all I would do is I'll just sit here and get my laptop or get my iPad or get whatever and start doing things. I will fail. But I keep learning. So I think that would be a good idea.
Thank you, Auntie Catherine. I totally agree with you. In terms of technology, there's one lady who I spoke to who said, whenever you're ready, let me know. I can come and teach you. They are like a charitable organization, and they are helping people to thrive in communities. And they have identified some of these struggles, especially with technology, online banking, creating email addresses and keeping those email addresses safe, and keeping safe on WhatsApp, and on how you protect your internet so that you are not hacked on, so that you don't get viruses and stuff like that. She said to me, when you're ready, let me know, and we can have a conversation about a day when we do it, and they will do it for free. And then the other things, as you said, I can't say I'm that good, but I'm somewhere there. My son is, my gosh, he's a computer geek. I don't know why he didn't study that at university. He's taught himself all these things. And I'm starting to think maybe he takes after me. I just didn't pursue it because I was born in the wrong age. But I'm also willing to do like a workshop on how to use Canva to create your own. You can create your own logo pictures if you want to do that for your WhatsApp or your Facebook. You want to do something unique or different. Or to create flyers, to create invitation cards, to create birthday cards and stuff like that. I could do a session one of the days. I could also do a session on how to use Zoom. And then maybe a session on the different apps that are useful to us as women on a day-to-day basis. And maybe a little bit on how to safely register your phone when you get a new phone and you go online. I was actually thinking I might do a video of that when I get the new line that I was talking about, because I'm getting a new line. I've ordered it. It'll probably come on Monday. I'm gonna get a new line, which I'm going to use solely for Phoenix empty nesters, so that I can keep my personal stuff separate. And sometimes I'm on Zoom like this, and then the phone rings and it interferes with the whole thing. So when I read the process of registering that, I will do a video that explains what I'm doing so that everybody can, refer to it if you're struggling in that area. So thanks, Auntie Catherine, for your ideas. You also mentioned newcomers to England. You mentioned the COS carers. I actually did a whole series, and as I mentioned my health issues, there was a time I lost my memory, but I did a whole series of life in the UK, videos which tells you the things to avoid, the things to look for, the things that you need to know if you want to be safe in this country and that kind of thing. It's a 12 subject kind of series. If anybody is interested in it, I can share with you the links. I did a YouTube channel for it, and then when I lost my memory, I completely forgot about it, but it's still there.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you know anyone who needs that kind of information, I have it.
It's important.
That's all right, man. Enjoy your breakfast. Some of us are thinking of supper now. Okay, so the next person would be Rose. Are there any things that you would like to see happening on this group?
You have to unmute yourself, sis. I'll get you in trouble now. Oh, yeah.
One new, I just listening and learning. That's next time I can know what to say.
That's okay. Thank you. The next one is Myrna. Oh, Myrna said she's having breakfast, so maybe we'll leave Myrna to last. The next one is Kerry.
Hello guys. Just in the middle of eating before my gig, so you'll have to bear with me. Ideas for the group, what I can offer or what I feel like that we could do with is I'm happy to do like some singing, some light-hearted singing, like I don't know whether that would be like once a month or something as a little get together, either a get together in person or one online Zoom. The other thing I do is I'm a Reiki master. I don't know whether anyone's interested in that. So yeah, that's me with ideas. I can't think of anything else. Everything's been covered so far, which I'd sort of thought about anyway, with the training and everything like that. So that's really good. So yeah, that's me done.
Thanks, Carrie. In terms of your singing, maybe you could be what do you call it? You start us in meetings or in gatherings with a song,
Yeah.
or maybe at the end with a song, or somewhere midway, that kind of
Yeah,
thing,
it's
depending
all
on what we're
practice.
covering.
It's
Yeah,
all
because
practice.
when we did meet the other day, it was a nice finishing off thing that, so we
Yeah,
could
I
do that.
enjoyed that. We'll get everybody involved in that as much as possible. So yeah, I'm happy to do that, Farry. That would be absolutely wonderful.
Thank you. Next is Althea.
Oh, I haven't got much, think of much, but this time I think of finding important things to share on the group, like whether in whatever things that you think people might want. For example, I came across this on TikTok. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Oh, we can't see it because your filter in the
because
back is
my
taking over the page.
I'll try and move my background. Let me see if I can move the background. Background.
If you take your background off
Yeah.
for a bit.
I take the background off. It still look blurry to me.
Yeah, it is blurry.
It is blurry. Okay, I'll tell you what it is. It's because it's getting dark here. It's called a GHIC. GHIC. It's Global Health Insurance Card. I came across it, and I came across
right,
it.
yeah.
For people in the UK who travel to Europe or even outside, it is good to help with if you get ill, you can get either free healthcare or low cost healthcare.
Yeah.
So this is I came across it and I applied for it, and it came yesterday. So I said I'll share it today. So my idea is finding important stuff to share that can help the group or help other people. And this is really, really good to have. It's like you guys know about the EU health card that we used to have before. This is something similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll get the link and I'll share it in the group. But I thought I'll let you guys know first.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's me finding stuff that can help. Yeah.
While we are
Brilliant.
I actually got mine before I left.
Yeah, I got mine as well. I don't know where it is actually. I need to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While we're on Althea makes soaps.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it would be really good for her to do a demo, and she also does candles. So I think I'll add that on your list. And as well, while we are on that topic, I think it's important for us to showcase our talents. Never be ashamed of a skill that you have. And growing up, there are little skills that people say to me now, wow, you can do that I actually never really appreciated. I took them really for granted. And there are things that we can do that you can think everybody can do, but actually not everybody who can do it. So I think we should give each other opportunities as we go to showcase our skills, our talents, our gifts, even if it's speaking, poetry, short story writing, storytelling, crafting. I know, Sister Titi, you probably say it for yourself, so I'm not going to jump the gun.
Well, yeah. Well,
I really want to encourage people to be proud of all the stuff that they're able to do.
The thing with me, guys, I can never sell myself. I can't. I don't know how. It's so difficult. Sometimes I don't remember what I do. Remember what I can do.
yeah.
You're just like me. The floor is yours.
Okay. So I would like to see us do like a group trip, traveling around, spending some time, even like, birthdays, stuff like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Having fun together, or even just go and do crazy golf one afternoon, and we just get that little child out of us.
Definitely. And
Yeah.
unleash the child in you.
Exactly.
It's quite healthy.
It is very, very healthy because sometimes it's just difficult and you don't know how. But just being in a different environment with people you like to be with, just that can really make a big difference. Because I'm a nurse, so we have realized, and we got a lot of research that says that just having that time where you're just carefree, it can contribute to your health and well-being.
Yeah.
I believe that. Yeah, guys, I just turned my ring light on. It seems like it's too bright. Because it's getting dark.
The thing I wanted to mention about you, Sisi, was that you've done NLP, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or did I get you wrong?
No, absolutely. Yes, definitely. Yeah, I've done NLP. I'm an NLP practitioner through that. Yes, I could do some sessions. Yeah.
We are sisters in that. I also did NLP. NLP is neuro-linguistic practice. It's just understanding how your mind works, how you respond to things. Sometimes you can respond to things and you think, this is strange, I don't understand. But there are different types of people. And if you understand the type of person that you are, I find it's easier for you to forgive yourself when you do certain things that people may think, that's weird, or that's wrong. Or sometimes even yourself, you can think, that's weird. But when you understand a little bit more about the differences in people, you can accept yourself and you can accept others easier. Have I left anybody? Cynthia, I know you said you're babysitting. If you have any ideas, you could put them in the comment section and I'll read them out to people.
But I think Myrna is back at the moment.
Okay, right. Yeah. Myrna, if you could tell us what ideas or what are your thoughts on the things that we should be doing, we could be doing the rest of the year, or actually moving forward.
I don't have any ideas now.
She's breaking up.
Yeah.
I think your network is...
She hasn't got any ideas at the moment. I heard that bit.
I don't have any ideas at this time, but I can share some of what I did with my seniors.
Yeah.
And what I'll be doing when I get back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I did at the first instant when I was placed in charge of the seniors of the church, it was wow, because I am the children's director. I like seniors. I like to be around seniors. In fact, I'm the last of my parents my mother have 9 children. I'm the last. So I have an elderly mother and father who grew me up. So I love elderly people. But when I was placed to be the director for them, I said to my pastor, no, I can only love 1 at a time or 2 at a time. I can't be in charge of them. You know, she said, you can do it. I see how you move around them. I see what you did and all of that. So the first thing I did when I was in charge, I took them out 2 by 2. I took them to places, like I took them to the waterfront. So we sit, we have smoothies, and we watch the boats go in and the cool breeze from the water, the sea, and all of that. So that was the first set, and they loved it. I took the second set to what we have in Jamaica here, where they do ice cream. It's Devon House. It's a big place, lawn, big grass, and we went there and we sat, we talked, and we watched people moving to and fro. So those are that's what I started with. I started taking them out 2 by 2, and so I get to know them better, you know. And when I think that they're tired of talking with me around, I move away and allow both to stay, and they talk to each other and enjoy. So yes, I visit the homes. And for those who don't have an helper or all of that, I would take soup for them. I'll cook soup on a Saturday, and I'll do whatever I can with them. Well, when I'm going on a Saturday, it's my husband and I who does that. And so when I go down back now, what I'll be doing with them, I planned a group cooking where I will be doing some jerk chicken, jerk pork, and some games, and just have them out, because I guess that's what they want, to be out of the house. So my aim all the time is to take them out of the house, right? And we do home visits, like, so what we're planning now on our agenda now is to visit. So everybody would visit each person's home, and we'll do something there, right? Yes.
That's brilliant.
That is so good.
That is awesome. I had goosebumps, and you know why? The time I was stuck in this house, I used to come out because I couldn't really like walk very far. So I used to come out and sit in my car and tell myself I'm going out, because sometimes I looked around me and it felt like the walls were closing in on me. Having been in the house maybe 10 days in a row and not gone anywhere and not really spoken to anyone. So I started this habit of, I just took my walking sticks and I'd go, and my car is parked right outside, and I'd sit in the car. And my neighbors used to look at me like, I've been in that car for a long time. I remember one time my neighbor actually called an ambulance.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah. So like now she checks on me quite frequently, because she was like, oh my God, I saw you in the car when I was going off to work, and I came back and you were still in there, and I thought, what is going on? And I was like too scared to ask you. And then at some point I'd also dozed off in the car. So she thought maybe this woman is seriously ill or something. And I woke up to, paramedics banging on my window. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, so what you're doing is really incredible.
Amazing.
And I think we can pick a leaf from it. Was it last week when I was saying I spoke to a lady, a Zimbabwean lady who was in politics in this country, who said to me, if you want your group, if you want to have some organizations facilitating you, pick an area where you can say this is what we do to give back to society. And so I had been thinking we can do a befriending kind of thing. I've got involved before in that kind of thing with Age UK. We actually had training, like a 3-month training on it. So I was thinking maybe we could do that. And it sounds like that's the sort of thing that you're doing. So we could pick a list from you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah, I mean, just picking up from what you said, Fari, honestly, because if we are empty nesters creed and we do the befriending thing for like elderly people who are actually lonely, how purposeful is that?
Exactly. Our name will give people an idea of what we do, but that activity will demonstrate it. That sounds awesome, to be honest.
I went to the befrienders group yesterday and to get some idea, but yesterday was a small group. On Tuesdays the group is bigger. But I will be getting some training on the volunteer side of it.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's great.
I just sent in my application yesterday, so I will be getting some training on that part of it. Yeah.
Yes, we must be seen to be making a difference as we are saying that's what we want to do.
Yeah.
We want it to be seen. We want it to be visible.
Yeah.
We don't want to just change only our lives. We also want to change other people's lives. There's a college I'm attending where I was doing a course on loneliness. I've been sharing that because part of empty nesting is that loneliness bit. And that course has really boosted my confidence. Like, I don't know. I'm remembering things like this because I think I feel more relaxed than before. My memory was being worsened by overthinking things and, always thinking like, oh, I'm in a negative zone. I'm alone. And, but with that course on loneliness, I found I'm starting to remember quite a few things that I seemed to have lost somewhere along the lines. And that could actually be one of the outcomes once we start befriending people. And you'll find people who tell you, I think senior citizens are full of wisdom.
Oh, yeah.
And when we don't engage with them, we miss out on a lot.
Yeah.
So thank you. So that leaves me, and the befriending thing was one on the first on my list because I entered on it last time. And I've also mentioned about doing little workshops on using the internet, Canva, Zoom, WhatsApp, and stuff like that. TikTok, whatever. When it comes to social media, I'm there. And then we could do craft sessions. I'm quite sure everybody here has a craft that they do that they probably think, oh, it's nothing, or it's stupid, or whatever. I think we should do some sessions on that. And then the other one is well-being. Auntie Catherine.
Yeah.
You're in trouble, Auntie. She does talks on stuff like that. So one of the days she could do it. Titi is a nurse. She could come from that angle or from an NLP angle.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I'd put on the list, well-being, be it physical or mental health wise. I personally, because I like people to be helped, I'm not embarrassed to share with people that depression, I've struggled with depression on and off for a long time. And only when I actually acknowledged it and sought help with it did I start to become the person that I am now. But I battled with it, trying to hide it. Trust me, it's draining.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
absolutely draining. And it was actually one of the things that was impacting my physical health. Once I owned up to it and started getting help with it, I'm coping with my life a whole lot better because I even know my triggers and stuff like that. So I know how to manage myself. So it's important for those kinds of conversations to happen. I personally don't mind sharing my story, but we could just generalize it so that we're not pinpointing at people's stories. I could be used as a guinea pig. I don't mind because I talk about it on all my social media. So anybody that knows me, they know that. So mental health was another thing that I had on my list. And this is all to do with discussions. The other thing that I had on discussions was, can we maybe have a session when we identify the things that we do that don't help us, and then talk about the things that we do that help us? Sometimes you can have habits crop up on you and you don't realize it. But if we talk about these things, because there's a lot of research that goes on, if we talk about these things, you can then yourself be able to identify, actually, I do that as well. And I've been wondering, why do these things happen? And now you know it's happening because of this that you do. And then you can actually choose, do I stop this and be better off, or do I carry on with it? As grown-ups, we make choices. Or if you think I'm gonna do it and then you struggle with it on your own, you can then say, do I seek somebody to be maybe an accountable buddy or to be a facilitator and that kind of thing? We did a buddy thing earlier, but when there was just a few of us, I think we need to reshuffle it. So that you always have somebody to reach out to when you're struggling with something. So the buddy system was another one on the list. What else did I want to put onto the list? The system. I think we could even do like little cooking sessions. I had to learn to cook food in batches so that I don't starve. Because with my struggles with my mental health, with my struggle with my mobility, I found there was times I could go for days without eating.
Oh.
I could go for 4 days without eating, and then I'd be thinking, why is my stomach feeling like that one? Because your mind is actually not properly in gear.
Yeah.
What's wrong with my stomach? And then I think, what did I eat? When was the last time I eat? And I'm counting and I'm like, what?
Bad.
4 days I've been sitting here and I haven't eaten. And I'll just be like drinking water like this. And that's not healthy. Dieting is one thing, but starving yourself is quite something else. It's actually
Unawares.
Yeah, unawares. It's detrimental to your health. I had one day where I actually passed out and my son had such a panic. I literally got up and everything just went. So yeah, that's not good. So that's one of the things that I also was thinking we could just have somebody share how they make quick meals for one person if you're living on your own and how you keep it. I learned from a Nigerian woman a stew that they do. It's a tomato stew. So it's like a cooking base. You make it, put it in glass jars, put it in the freezer, and it lasts a long time. So when then you're cooking your fish stew, beef stew, whatever stew you're cooking, all you have to do is do the meat bit. And that sauce, I don't want to call it sauce, they call it stew. You just then pour it in there and you're good to go, quick and easy. So this is what I do. So, we could share things like that.
Yeah.
I think you could call it a puree. Because you cook it and then didn't you blend it?
Yeah, you blend the ingredients before you cook it.
Okay.
But then the way they cook it is what makes it last a long time.
Because it has
So
to cook. It has to
what
cook a long time. Like
yeah.
it becomes a paste. You know, when you blend onions, garlic, whatever, everything that you want to make this soup out of, you blend them, and then
You can
after
check the
blending them,
recipes.
you put what you put cooking oil, and
Yeah.
then when it is hot, that's when you pour everything
Pour
that
it
you
in.
blended. So you keep stirring and keep stirring, and then reduce the heat, and then it cooks on its own. So it
Simmers,
becomes
yeah.
like a paste. When it's cold, you just scoop it into bottles and then freeze it.
Store it.
Yeah.
Alright.
So when next time you are cooking, you are not gonna start from blending again this and cutting onions and everything. You have got
Yeah.
everything that is stored already. So all you do is, if you are boiling your meat or whatever, you just take the one that you stored and then
Instead of jars, couldn't you use like freezer bags? Because when it's frozen,
You could do freezer bags.
yeah,
It's
then you
up
can
to you,
just
really.
break it and take a little bit instead of, because sometimes you're not gonna use it all.
yeah, that's why you need small bottles or
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
jar. Yeah. Well, if you put some of those things, because I'm
Guess
too
what?
much conscious on health. If
Guess what?
if you use plastics, the oil will eat the plastic.
Guess what? Instead of jars, you can put them in ice trays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Use them
I
in
do
ice
that
trays.
actually.
Yeah,
then
and
it will-
then you
but
just
then it
take them
will-
out and put them in a freezer bag. So you use 1 or 2 when you're cooking.
We
But
could
then
share
it won't-
recipes
it won't
and ideas
spoil
as well.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I was just saying we could share recipes as well. What
Yeah,
we're
share
interested in.
ideas. Yeah.
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 I when I came from Zimbabwe, all I used to eat was saga, vegetables, and meat stew. And I used to cook it the very same way every time. But being in England, where there's people from everywhere,
everywhere.
one time I said to myself, you know what? Explore. The way you're exploring the world, explore everything. And I've been trying food from different, I tell you, there is so much variety of food
Yeah.
that you can you can treat your taste buds.
True that. Mm.
So yeah, we can all share those kinds of things. It's all about living the life.
Yeah.
One thing I know is when we are parents, sometimes we become so engrossed on making the best for our children, making the best for our husbands, and we stop asking ourselves, what is actually best for me?
Where am I in this
My
equation?
life. I mean, example, I used to watch, I spent a whole year watching Men in Black because that's all my son wanted to watch, a whole year. And it was so in my head, I could literally watch it while I'm lying down in bed.
It just reminded me of someone who said, women, we were born to just look at a man and think he's the wonder of the world. You do everything for a man, my husband, until you forget your name.
That's true. You get your own name. Oh dear.
Yeah, we do love these men and we must love them, but we must not love them at the expense of yourself.
Miss
Don't
Rose,
love
have
you.
guys, careful. Miss Rose have a man next to her there. Look at that. She's got a man next to her.
What I'm saying is the
I'm
truth.
just joking.
Love your men, but don't love your men to the extent that you lose yourself. Men need to hear that actually. I was hoping our men members would be here because I wanted ideas from the men as well.
Yeah.
But I guess they can add in the
To
group.
contribute, yeah.
Yeah, but honestly speaking, we as women, we are nothing without men. Men are nothing without us. I don't think God was stupid in creating us like that. We just need to recalibrate and make sure that the man is benefiting me and I'm benefiting the man, and we are benefiting our children and our children benefit us. That's the ecosystem of existence as human beings. If men were supposed to be disrespected, God wouldn't have created them. And if women were supposed to be disrespected, God wouldn't have created them. If the two was not supposed to exist, God would have just created one gender.
That's true.
People say I'm kind of, I confuse them because I tend to look at every situation on its own merit. I don't generally say men are dogs. I don't do that. Or men are super women. I don't do that. If as a woman you're doing something wrong, I'll pull you out on it. If as a man you're doing something wrong, I'll pull out on it. If that sounds confused to you, if that makes me look confused, I'd rather look confused that way because I know God loves all of us.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think in terms of ideas, we have done our bit. And I'm gonna have to write notes on this, unless somebody wants to offer to write notes on this.
Maybe later, Aspari, because I believe we have authors on this.
Yeah.
We can collaborate a book.
Oh my God, that is a fantastic idea. We can. I don't know why we forgot as well. We talked about doing a series on ourselves. The Journey of Phoenix.
Yeah. Are
So
you still in the idea of the podcast?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, why am I forgetting these things? Sorry.
Especially
this is why it's important to write things. Podcast. A book.
Yeah, a book series of.
I was forgetting. I wanted to ask, shall we do a Facebook page? Or do we just want to stick to Zoom and in person and WhatsApp?
A Facebook page.
I don't have Facebook.
It's like it's a good thing. The only thing is we don't know how people will contribute to it, or what posts will they want to share, because Facebook is like everything is there. I don't know.
I was thinking that Facebook, maybe we would be sharing what we have done.
Yeah.
So people can see it. So it's like a platform where people get to know about Phoenix empty nesters. So like this discussion we've had, we share it on the Facebook page, and then people join us. And when we meet in person, remember the last time I had said we were going to kind of try and live stream it, but then I didn't in the end because I thought that would be like me live streaming it onto my own platform. We really want to have our own, whether it's going to be Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. We already have the YouTube bit. I haven't put the videos of our meetings on there, but I've done some videos sharing the course that I was doing on loneliness, and I've been sharing the links. So I think the suggestion I'm going to make is I'm going to go on the internet and check the pros and cons of this, share that, and then we can decide which one we want to go on to.
I was going to say as well. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Carry on.
Oh, there was something that I checked the other time when I was in Orlando. You were talking of a link to the Phoenix Nest. Empty Nest. Yeah. So I was looking at it like that, and I thought, can I share that on my personal page, or it needs to be shared on the real page of the Phoenix Empty Nesters?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So there's nothing wrong with you sharing about Phoenix Empty Nesters, but it would be good for then people to be able to go to a social media platform and either say, I'm interested in joining, how do I join? Or I'm impressed with what you're doing, how about this or that? Or you're not doing this, but I think it will do well. They have a platform where people can contribute and where people can pick what we're doing and then be interested in either joining or facilitating. Because I think in the long run, I would like for us to become registered and get some official organizations involved. Because really, if we really think about it, right now in England, the NHS is struggling to look after people's mental health. And just us being here, that takes a lot of care of the well-being of our minds.
Yeah.
And as well, if your mind is well, half the time your physical is well as well. So we could be bridging the gap, which is actually, I had forgotten, which is why I wrote my book, Road to Recovery, my journey with all my health issues I was talking about. And I also wrote in there how I feel that we can bridge the gap as people, as communities, as groups, even as individuals, instead of just saying, oh, the health system has let me down, so I'm going to just sit here and watch life go down.
Go for a prescription.
Exactly.
Because I went through 5 months of that. I was told, we don't think we can fix your leg. We don't think you can walk again. And to me, that was like pulling the plug on me, pulling the plug on my heart. I just thought, well, so why should I try? If I'm not going to be able to walk, why should I try? Why should I bother with anything? So I just sat there and literally waited for life to just kind of phase me out. Until one day I thought, you know what? My son is fighting for my life, and I'm not doing anything to help him. And having switched into that fighting mode, we are here today. So yeah, I think at some point, if we get registered and we can have some organizations help us on how we can continue to, to grow. And if other people are doing other things as individuals as well, I think it's important that we support each other and promote each other. Carrie, for instance, for example, sorry to use you as an example.
It's okay.
She's a singer and she's really working hard towards making the best of it. I'm later on going to attend one of her gigs tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, are you
Tonight.
coming? Are you
Yeah, I'm
definitely
coming.
coming? Oh,
Yeah.
brilliant. Brilliant. I'll introduce you to the band.
Yeah.
I wish I was close by, Kerry. I would come, but I'm too far away.
Okay, sweetie, not a problem. Whereabouts do you live?
In Shropshire.
So if I ever get any in Shropshire way, Telford way, would that be okay?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right then.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Yeah, so we just have to be showing that we are practicing what we are preaching and spread out there. When you say you can help someone, it doesn't mean you have all the answers. That very little that you do adds up to something. Yeah, so podcast, book, social media. What else have we left?
Do we think of a quarterly magazine? It's the printing that's gonna be the most.
I don't actually know about that. We would then need somebody who knows how to do a magazine. I don't know. the layout, the
Our newsletter, even a newsletter.
newsletter might be easier.
Yeah, newsletter.
Yeah.
We could do a newsletter actually. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Mhm.
And while you're at that, once we have decided when we are going to do which, so if let's say this month we are going to do a book discussions, then maybe that newsletter would be focused on books. If
Mhm.
we're going to say next month we're going to do food preparation, healthy eating and all that, then the newsletter will be focused on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything else to suggest?
You
or
know,
say?
especially when it comes to women, we are the ones with a lot of issues. So I sort of don't forget to remind women if something isn't working, signposting.
Yeah.
Yeah, signposting.
Yeah, so down here, I've been trained with the Citizens Advice Bureau. So if there's anything that you need to confide, you don't confide to in me, but we signpost you to where you can find help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did the same course through you, didn't I?
You forgetting.
Yeah, I even have a certificate.
And could we look for some online courses that like we could do online that people who is not directly here can join Zoom to do online courses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the what do you call it? For grieving people.
Oh yeah, bereavement. Yeah.
So yeah, I did that. So if someone needs a help or support during the grieving time, signpost them down to them, and then they can always come out or just call and give support. Because it's a difficult time. So many of us will not understand that it happens every time. But when it happens, you get a shock of it.
Yeah.
Something that we don't get used to it. But then once you understand that there's someone who needs that help and can signpost that person, so that will always help. So with me, I can always share my certificates so that if there's anyone in our group who needs that help, then I will signpost.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Grief and trauma, I think they're connected, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rakia was actually, I'm just remembering, Rakia mentioned, how we're going to be meeting in person. She mentioned that could we find training on, simple things like first aid and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
So then we're really equipped.
This is going to be the best run group that the world is going to want to join.
Yeah, definitely. We want to make it the best.
Yeah, the best of the best.
Yeah. So there is a lady actually who said they can do that.
But the first aid training.
First aid, basic life
I need
support.
brush. I've done first aid a couple of times, but if you don't use it, you lose it. That's the thing.
Yeah. So yeah, she did mention this. I forgot. She asked me earlier that if she doesn't get around to putting her ideas across, I should. It's a good thing I remembered. Anything else from anybody else?
I'm just noticing that, like Kerry says, we're really getting into being like really something, how can I say it, elite? And I'm just thinking as well that, like, that lady who offered, could they come and do even like bookkeeping? Because all the ideas that you've been suggesting and have been written, we need to be able to actually run a meeting like a meeting, bookkeeping, putting things right, and really, if we are planning whatever we're gonna do, we do it like professionally, kind of, getting to that level.
Yeah, that lady, those are the sort of things that they do. She had said to me she can actually she can send me a list of the sort of things they facilitate with.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna contact her. I'm supposed to be seeing her actually but it's way too far, the date that I'm talking about something else. But I'm gonna see if I can have a conversation with her before that date about specifically us and how she can help us, moving forward.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Okay, shall we just do a health check? Just go around and check how everybody is. We'll start from the top. Titi, how are you doing before we close?
I am great. I'm just raring to go, really.
Thank you.
It's been nice to see everybody's face today.
Yeah.
Lovely to see you as well, darling.
Althea?
I am okay. I'm okay. Thanks. Yeah, just need some more work, but I might be biting off more than I can chew, but I'm okay otherwise. Thank you.
Yeah. All righty. Auntie Catherine?
As usual, getting old and staying alone. I'm okay. I think I'm getting better every day. The past few days, they were bad.
Well, I find your husband, Auntie.
Yeah, you better. So
Tinder, Auntie Catherine. I'll be swiping for you.
As if I have one. Why would I be finding you a husband when I also need one?
Maybe you find an old one, so you don't need an old one. See? So if you find an old one, it's mine. You find a young one, it's yours.
What sort of man are you looking for, Catherine? Sorry, Auntie Catherine. Sort of man are you looking for?
I'm too choosy. You know what? Because I've stayed alone for a long time. It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah.
So
My
this
mom's
time
struggling as well at the moment.
I need to be in control of that person. And you also need to be very much in control so that I don't jump the gun.
Yeah.
If I find that one, then we are going to be good and off we go. But if it's not going to be that, I'll end up alone again. So I don't want to be alone again.
I'll keep looking out for you.
Get well soon, Auntie. Take it easy.
Yeah, I will. I was supposed to go for what do you call it, for massage. I booked one before I got up, and then in the afternoon, I don't know what happened. I just went and I fell asleep.
I think you're still quite drained from
you had
that long journey, and then you had that little bit of unwellness.
Yeah,
you need to take your time and recuperate. And then Auntie Catherine treats herself, guys. You should pick a leaf from her. She takes care of herself. She does not hesitate. She's inspiring me. I used to neglect myself a lot. I mean, when I look at what she does for herself, I think I never really used to pay myself enough attention, and I'm in the process of changing that.
No, I've learned enough. Because I looked after these people for a long time. I neglected myself, and then came the children. I was up and down, jump how, and then I would jump, and then now I'm here. I'm asking myself, I've done enough, It's time to look after myself. So I do look after myself.
That's
Well
true.
done.
We should.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anything is gonna happen to me, you just come and put some lipstick on, makeup, and nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know where your kit is. I'll put the makeup on and then I'll keep the kit. Next one is Kerry. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well today. Yesterday I had quite a few hypos. I was really struggling yesterday. I was so drained. But this is what happens to me when I'm getting gig ready. I'm still new to the whole process. So I am going to start trying to implement this low carb diet and see if I can work through it. But the problem is because I'm so active, I need my carbs when I'm gigging.
Yeah.
So I might have to just have like maybe a low carb diet in general when I'm not gigging, and then when I'm gigging my high carbs, and see if that works. But other than that, I'm pretty well. I'm looking forward to tonight's gig. In fact, after I've come off the Zoom call, I'm going to do a quick rehearsal of Mr. Postman, because that one I'm struggling with, and Zombie. Those are the two songs that are big songs. Yeah.
Wow, well done.
Well done. Good.
I'm all well.
Keep going.
Can remind me to share a link. Somebody shared this link with me of a lady that was explaining stuff about diet for women specifically, and taking into consideration things like how your hormones change when you're pre and post menstrual cycle,
Yes.
and
sounds good. That'll be
and
something
the
I'd like.
connection.
Yeah.
She explained the connection between that and diabetes. I was like,
Exactly.
wow.
And
Yeah.
sleep as
I
well.
had never
Yeah,
actually
sleep.
thought about it from that perspective, and that really, I need to listen to it properly, because I was listening to it while I was driving, but I'm gonna sit and properly listen to it. It's a YouTube link. I'll share it with you. It might
Okay.
maybe help you structure what you're trying to do with the carbs thing.
Yeah.
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 Now,
Okay.
with us as well, we do have the training for
Mm.
wellness, which
Mm.
links you from being diabetic, your high blood pressure, your hormones. Do you understand your body? Where do you start from? Can you understand what is going on? And
Yes.
how can you get into line where you can reduce weight properly and
Yeah.
not gain it again? So
I did do it when I first became diabetic. I did do a course called Daphne. I don't know whether anyone's familiar with Daphne.
Yeah.
But
I am.
to be fair, that was quite a while ago. I need to dig my books out again and get back into that, because to manage. I do have two apps on my phone, because I have a Libre sensor system, and I also have the it's an app on my phone that I put in like what my carbs are, and it works out my insulin dosage for me. But it's all maths, and I'm not that great at maths. So most of it works it out for you, but there are times when you have to use your common sense. Like, for instance,
that lady was explaining that once you establish a pattern, you don't even need to be doing these maths that you're
Not
talking about.
nothing like maths.
You won't understand your body well enough to even know that I'm crossing over, or I haven't done enough, and I haven't taken in enough, or I've taken a little bit more than I should. And your body will start talking to you the way she was explaining it.
Exactly.
So
sounds
we
really
all have that link then.
yeah.
Okay, so I'll put it on the WhatsApp group then for everybody.
Yeah, please.
I honestly, I hardly ever listen to those things, but I've been told lately that I need to lose weight. I need to lose weight. And so when somebody shared that link to me, I said, well, I'm driving. I lose nothing. Instead of listening to music, I'm going to listen to this and see what it's saying. It was quite an eye-opener, to be honest. Next one is Myrna. How are you doing?
No.
It's gone again.
No. Try. Hi.
Oh, there, we can hear you.
Yes, I was trying to open my mic. Wouldn't open. It's some goal. I'm healthy. I'm happy. I'm good. I'm good. I'm on vacation, so with my niece.
Enjoy.
Yeah, my niece who is Althea's daughter.
Ah.
Ah.
Right. So I'm here in New Jersey with her. She's gone to work. So I'm here alone right now, but she'll soon be back.
Okay. Is she the one I've seen on TikTok out there?
No, that's Nana.
Okay. All right. Anyway, enjoy your time on holiday, Berna.
I might go there next year. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I've got there
Nice.
2 years ago. Yeah.
Sister Cynthia, are you okay?
Yeah, just about. At the moment, I'm struggling psychologically. The reason being that I'm going home.
Oh, yeah.
Just planning about our mom's unveiling tombstone. So the memories are that fresh. Yeah, I went for counseling on Thursday, but to be honest, it didn't work. Yeah, I'm in tears day and night.
I think because the dates are coming closer.
And sharing pictures and so forth,
It's
what to do on the phone, you know, it's just like she's there. She was my everything, you know.
I know.
No, I would call her and say, "Moms, date moms," you know, and she would laugh and so forth. But yeah.
Take it easy, my sister. I'll try and pass by. Hey, I enjoyed that thingy that you made. I finished the last piece today. She made this. What do you call it in English? We call it shimodo, and this you know. Oh my God, it was like I've gone back to Zimbabwe. I so enjoyed it. I cut it in little pieces when I got home. I've just had the last one today.
You've been eating lots of pudding, Farzai.
Huh?
You've been eating lots of puddings.
Yeah, the one that you made and the one that Cynthia made. Actually, this week I've not cooked at all. I've just been.
Oh, I think Titsy left before we had the.
Yeah, I dashed out. I didn't get the pudding. I think I'll have to come to Shropshire.
Whenever you're ready, let me know.
Yeah, we should pay a visit at some point. Honestly, it's really lovely.
It's really lovely up here. Yeah.
I would have loved to come and pick the strawberries.
Oh, yeah. The farm. It's nearby.
That was really fun as well. Ladies, thank you so much for making the time to be here. Thank you so much for showing your faces so we all get to know each other. If we bump into each other out there, we're not going to walk past each other. I'm actually really happy. I'm really excited because I see us going places.
Yeah.
Just looking at the variety of people here and being in different countries, this is my passion. I always think we are one.
Yeah.
And the things that normally separate us are the things that should unite us.
Yes.
So we need
100%.
to flip that mind to we are one.
Yes.
What I might struggle with today, I might learn something that I'll help the next person with, and that next person might be able to help the next person. So we should just remain positive, loving, and caring of one another, no matter what our differences are. You look at a family unit, we are all different within one family. But we don't stop loving each other because we are different. So let's just expand that family into the world.
Before we end, I'll just read this out of the Phoenix, and I think we might use this as a beginning and the end. Yeah. We are all born with intrinsic strength. Although we might face challenges in life, we believe that by coming together and supporting each other, we can, like the phoenix, rise from the ashes unbroken.
Ooh, yeah,
It's
like
on the
that.
groove.
I love that.
It's on the groove.
I honestly love that.
Yeah, definitely.
So this
I'm
can
gonna-
be something we use.
A motto.
A
Yes,
motto.
yeah. That's the word I was trying to think of. That's
You,
the
la-
motto.
you ladies
Huh?
let me feel like you want to come to England.
Oh yeah, you know, you should be here ages ago, but you just say,
Yes.
"Oh, it's too far."
Oh, please come. Please come. Let's see
I've
us.
been
There's
there
many,
been
got
there
many
once.
sisters here now.
Huh?
I've
Got
been
more
there once.
sisters here.
Yeah.
Yeah, before you. Yeah, 93.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, ladies. If
right.
you want to carry on chatting, but we're done really
No, I think
meeting wise.
yeah. All right, ladies.
I'm hungry.
I think
Bye-bye.
Ladies
Until
gonna
next
get dinner.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
ladies.
everyone.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Thank
See you soon.
you.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah.